Let's talk business now. Shareholders' total investment in the Nigerian capital market dropped by 0.05% at the close of trading on Friday. The equity capitalization dropped by 1 or 14.80 billion naira from 25.49 trillion naira to 25.47 trillion naira at the end of the day's business. The all-share index was down by 27.46 basis points to drop from 47,296.07 to 47,268.61. Investors traded 179.32 million shares worth 2.12 billion naira in 5,620 deals on Friday. Now, joining us on the news to look at the Nigeria capital market is Aziz Lawal, the Managing Director, Trust Bank Asset Management Limited. Glad to have you on the news, Aziz Lawal.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good morning. Now, Aziz, could you tell us, are there any major events or event that shaped the performance of the equity market as of last week?
Last week was not really a very good one for the market. The market was largely lethargic. Particularly on Friday, we saw the cap of it on Friday when the news of NNPC canceling the deal between Seplat and ExxonMobil for the acquisition of ExxonMobil filtered into the market. It slowed down activities, and we saw a head effect in terms of bearish sentiments. We expect that sentiment to also continue into this week because we've seen some decent dividend announcements. They may not be sufficient to hold the bearish sentiment that will most likely dominate the market. Thank you.
So you mentioned that we expect sentiments to continue this week. What would you say are the investment insights you have for the audience?
Yeah, weeks before now, we used to be very bullish about sentiments, right? But for investors who may still be interested in likes of Presco, if you can get it below 100 naira, it's still fine. But generally, outside investments, the finance insight is that there's liquidity surge in the system now. Typically, when there's surge in liquidity in the system, what it means is that it makes it easier for people who may want to collect major loans from banks. It makes it easier because interest rates will come down. So the insight there is that for those that may have been talking to banks for significant amount of loans for their businesses, this is the time to go back to the negotiation table. If it was more difficult for you in the past, it will be easier now, most likely. Thank you.
Okay, Aziz, we've looked at the performance of the equity market. What should we look forward to in the fixed income market this week?
Yeah, interestingly, like we've seen since the turn of the year, the fixed income market has been bullish, and we still saw that last week when yields depressed again by over 30 basis points. We expect that bullish trend in the fixed income market to continue, considering the size of liquidity in the system. As far as markets are concerned, the market to be now is fixed income market and not the equity market. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aziz Lawal, for giving us an insight into the stock exchange market. Thanks a lot.